Welcome back, everybody, to more PGA Tour. This time we're moving into the second round of the Masters as professionals. And we've been overtaken by Taylor Pendrith. Did I pronounce that? But I mean, we're only one back, so that's not too bad. And we have very little wind to deal with today, so we might be able to go fairly low. That really is a gorgeous hole, that one. Ooh.
From the Augusta National Golf Club
Beautiful.
in Augusta, Georgia, EA Sports so proudly presents.
Okay, Taylor is not in yet
Today,
either.
Live second round coverage of the season's first, and many say most coveted, major championship. But if we see more of what we witnessed yesterday, we're in for a heck of a battle these next 3 days as we show you the current leaderboard here on this Friday. Taylor Pendrith is your leader. He sits at 10 under par. So round two here at the Masters, our featured golfer whom we followed yesterday, really impressive with a sub-70 opening round. Now, we've seen plenty of players jump up that leaderboard day one and then wilt as the weekend progresses. Frank, what do you expect to see here?
A little bit of the same, Rich. I think anytime you shoot in the 60s day one, you know you're already in contention. You and I both know, too, that normally the winner comes out of the last couple of groups come the weekend. So Friday's round is even more important, just really to not do any damage.
Oh.
That was a good strike. Took it straight at it, too. That one bounce and check. Well played.
Okay, a well-played hole there. It is birdie to kick off the round. And coming off the 63 yesterday, he'll move to 1 under for his round today. So, Frank, this, as we've mentioned, our golfer's second professional round here at Augusta National. You finished fourth here back in 1996.
Wind is once again not working in our favor, but that's okay.
Before you started to kind of get comfortable with the layout and the contours of the greens and all the nuances that you have to become familiar with in order to be successful here?
Well, I certainly don't think you want to get complacent, but to answer your question, I never really felt totally comfortable. But what did help was playing with experienced players like Arnold Palmer, who had played in more Masters than I'd had hot dinners. And what I did glean from them is they look left and right, short and long. I think too often when you're young, and I'm going to say dumb in this situation, you just sort of take this direct line at all these flags. And then when you look at a seasoned player, they're looking for humps and hollows. What's around the hole? In other words, the flag stick is a destination, not necessarily the target. Once I started to learn that, then I realized how you could play Augusta National.
I would just like to butt in here for a second. I wish that the game would show whether that was the longest drive that you've gotten.
Successful.
Like, as you progress through the game, it'd be pretty cool to know if you are in fact setting new records for yourself. Right. But some people need to talk about their illustrious careers while other people are trying to make their own. Oh, that's a little long. That's not terrible, but it ran out definitely more than I would have hoped.
But that one had to feel good.
Yeah, struck it so well. You could see that by the reaction of that ball when it hit the green. Landed so softly.
Ooh, wow, that broke a
good
lot.
One to convert on. Instead, that'll be left for birdie. A great opportunity here for birdie. Yes, can't ask for a better start to a round than this.
Can't complain about a tap-in birdie.
1 and 2. And he's into double figures now at 10 under par, 2 under on his round. Now to the short par 4 third, only 350 yards. One of the more underrated holes on this golf course. We know those 5 pars plus the 12th on that second 9 get so much attention, and rightly so. But this is a wonderful hole, strategic, and you need some touch here.
Let's just try going pretty much right at it and see what happens. We do have the wind in our favor, so there's a chance. No, not from that angle. We ain't rolling up in the green from there.
This is going to get way up there at 3. That a very good drive. So a big drive, and not much needed to carry here for his second.
You probably want to do a long flop, yeah? With lots of spin. Have to use a 54 degree. How did that end up over there? What?
Really, it's a waste after that tee shot. Just
I don't
very
know.
average
I don't know what
approach.
happened there.
Birdie attempt at the 3rd. Nota Begay is down there.
It's probably going to be too hard.
Oh,
it caught it.
Straight up the hill, but otherwise fairly painless.
That's super lucky on the putt.
Now to the 4th, an excellent par 3. This requires a solid, pure strike. You can't fake it on this hole, and you're happy to walk away with 3. Next up, the stout par 3 4th here at Augusta National, measuring 240 yards. Middle to long iron is the play here, but accuracy is key with the 2 bunkers protecting the front of that green.
I don't know. There is no way. I don't think there's any way to get this over there and to stop. I guess I'm gonna have to try and go short. We end up in the bunker. Land short. Oh, not that short. Well.
Second shot coming up. Notice down there.
Popular place here at the 4th. Many players finding their balls in this front right bunker. Going to require a perfect execution to still have a chance to save par.
Oops. Oh, that was too short, but it'll be fine.
Okay, safely on the putting surface out of the sand. Would have maybe liked to run that up a little further, but that's not the worst shot in the world.
That's going to be too high. Damn.
We've seen folks hang that putt out to the right. It does not move as much as you think, and that goes on by. That one finished off. It is a bogey here at 4.
I mean, to be fair, that was an extremely difficult pin location.
We move now to hole number
near.
5, Magnolia, a par 4 at a stout 495 yards. Avoiding the 2 deep bunkers left of the fairway is a must, but a sloped green full of little hollows makes getting an approach to birdie range no small feat.
Yeah, that's a good start.
Yeah, all about hitting the fairway here, and that is right where you want to be. From the fairway, let's go to Noda.
Finding the fairway here at the 5th does not guarantee that you're going to hit the green. A series of undulations and bumps really make it tough to get it close.
We're going to try and land it into that hill right there. That might be too hard. That flies. Oh, no. Okay. Well, I was expecting it to slow a little bit faster than that, but okay.
This would be a big bonus if it went in. More than likely just trying to get this one close.
Ooh.
Close. Couldn't ask for much more on that putt.
Could ask for 6 inches in
to the
left.
It is a par here at 5, and he'll stay at 11 under par. Another good par 3 here on this first 9. It's the 180-yard par 3 6th. Elevated tee, 2-tiered green. Chance to make it 2, but you need to be precise on the tee.
We're already coming in at a bit of an angle thanks to the wind. Now let's try and land it up here. Perfect, perfect. Look at that. Yeah?
Yeah, that's nicely done. Birdie putt coming up here at the 6th. 11 feet away. Oh, yes. Plenty of pace to get up that slope. It is in for a birdie. And with it, he'll take over the top spot on the leaderboard here on this Friday. On to hole number 7 now, a par 4 at 450 yards. It's one of the narrower holes on the course, so precision is more important than power off the tee. The second shot is no bargain either, with a total of 5 bunkers.
That is a bit on the right side.
A fairly small green.
This round's been a clinic so far, and that's another great drive and another good opportunity to make another birdie.
Now note his second from the fairway.
153 yards left to the hole. Coming off a birdie on the previous, looking for 2 in a row.
I think we want to go not really spin or no. We don't really want to loft or de-loft. So just going to land it a little bit short, a little bit this side. Yeah, that's pretty solid.
Yeah, it's a decent-sized green. It's not bad, just a little past the hole.
Holy crap, look at this break. And it's downhill. Just a little. It might not be hard enough.
Okay, not a bad read there on the left to right. It just comes up a little short. That one finished off. It'll be a par here at 7. And this will stay a 1-shot lead. We move now to the 8th here at Augusta. This is an uphill 570-yard par 5. Avoid the fairway bunker off the tee, and reaching into is definitely a possibility.
I'm just trying to go right into the middle of the fairway pretty much. Stay out of the bunker. Stay out of both bunkers. Oh, God. Sure.
Not where you want to be on a par 5. That's into the bunker off the tee, and there's a giant lip on this one as well.
Lord,
so note a second shot now from the bunker.
Menacing bunker up the right side. If you find your ball in here, you have no option but to lay up.
Knock down, punch, pick. Well, I'm gonna try. It's probably a terrible idea. I'm gonna try and... Oh, that's not gonna work at all. And go high. I think we need to be... Yeah, if I remember right, we need to be over this side. I mean, look at that. Almost ran up it on the green.
Has to be thrilled with that second shot here to the par 5. Frank got everything out of that.
Yeah, did well just to advance the ball so far down the fairway. And now a fairly straightforward third shot.
Nah, nothing to it. Very well judged there. Birdie putt now moving to his right.
Oh, good God!
Nah, missed it left. That's
why am I just offline on so many of these putts? No setting the record this time.
Here at the 8th, and this will remain a 1-shot advantage. We wrap up the first 9 with the tough 460-yard par 4, known for a treacherous 3-tiered green that slopes sharply from back to front. Approach shots here that don't have enough carry could also wind up rolling a good 30, 40 yards or so back down the hill.
Okay. Drive executed properly.
Drive down the hill into the big clearing, and it'll set up a good look at this 9th green. From the fairway, we check in with Noda.
Well, from this section of the fairway, you have an opportunity to get the ball close to the back third of this green. It's going to require some good calculations on yardage and proper execution to get the ball to sit on the right plateau.
This is looking really good.
Oh.
Leading is one thing, but hitting iron shots like that lead is going to increase.
Easy as can be. It's a tap-in birdie here at the 9th. And he's going to go out in 32, 4 under par. Second 9 begins with a downhill 495-yard par 4 featuring a 60-yard long center bunker short of the green. The first hole until 1935, number 10 traditionally plays harder than any other hole here at Augusta National.
That should be real nice.
Looking for a strong finishing kick here on this Friday to get set up for the weekend, and that another good drive here. From the fairway, let's go to Noda.
Slightly more challenging to access the hole on the right side of this green from this part of the fairway. It does bring that bunker up the right into play.
A little short, but not bad.
Good shot. Safely on the green and a birdie chance.
14 feet to the hole.
No. Yeah, my lines have just not been good at all today.
So that's in for par to start this backside. And the lead's going to remain 2. On now to the second hardest hole in Masters history, the 520-yard par 4-11. It's been noted that the great Bobby Jones always wanted there to be a wide gap between a good tee shot and a bad one. Thus, in keeping with that spirit, this hole was lengthened 15 yards back in 2022. Boy, the rhythm is definitely there today. Another wonderful tee shot. Now one of the tougher second shots in golf, the second here at 11.
All right, lots of spin. Let's land it shy of the hole. That might be a little hard. Or it could land right in the hole. Oof, that was close. Yeah, of course it runs out like crazy.
We go to Iona Stephen.
There is a sneaky bit of break from left to right on this putt, but don't overdo it.
Oh, finally.
Absolutely perfect there. Down the slope. It's in for a birdie. And he draws 3 shots clear on this Friday. Well, nowhere on this golf course are the colors more vibrant than right here. Hole number 12. So easy on the eyes. So much harder is figuring the mysterious winds. The answers lie somewhere near the top of those towering pines that kiss the Georgia sky. Augusta's beguiling beauty. Golden Bell. Here we go. How about the distance control there? That's only about a 10-yard landing zone between the bunkers, and that's well done.
Well, that is basically straight.
Nicely done. 2 straight birdies here early on this backside. And he's now the leader by 4 here on this Friday. On now to hole number 13, the iconic par 5 Azalea. This hole had some modifications made to it prior to the 2023
Are those all
Masters.
azaleas? Is that why it's called
35
azalea?
yards of length to stretch out a new total of 545 yards. So what had traditionally been the easiest hole on the course now has a new challenge to it as players decide on their second shot whether to risk carrying that tributary to Rays Creek that frames the front of this green.
I don't like that. Yeah. I don't like that either. The angle of this, it's gonna roll. Do lots of spin, land it here somewhere. I think that might be a little short, but we'll see. Oh, that's actually gonna run off right into the bunker. Goodness gracious. Okay, well,
Really hit that second shot on the button to this par 5, but Frank couldn't get it to stop.
Yeah, too good, too long, sadly.
actually just go right at the hole. That's all right.
Yeah, big explosion, got it to stop quickly, and that will be a birdie opportunity coming up. Chance now for another birdie. Just like that, it's a birdie here at 13 to 16 under par. This 14th hole at 440 yards is a good one. The real challenge here is the green. Two-time Masters champion Ben Crenshaw considered this to be one of the most difficult in golf. We continue on here at Augusta National, and Frank, amazing as it is to say, I think it's time to start thinking about
up here.
Best rounds ever here at the Masters. Our young golfer, 7 under now, and the all-time record, as you know, is 9 under 63, shot by both the great Nick Price in 1986 and Greg Norman 10 years later.
Yeah, just 2 more birdies, so perhaps 3, and the record is yours alone. That would be quite incredible. I realize Nick Price and Greg Norman, they did not win in the year that they shot 63, but they are in the record books. And just think, 2, 3 more birdies, the record could be yours.
It's too bad that they didn't actually record that. Oh, and our featured golfer is like also, he already did it in the previous round. Wow. That might be a bit short. Oh, no, that's fine. That is perfectly
And
fine.
that's a good approach shot too. Just a little left of the hole, but a good chance for birdie.
This from about 10 feet.
Oh, just caught
That's
it.
how you play this 14th hole. That's in for birdie.
Swirler.
He moves to 17 under par. We come now to the instantly recognizable hole number 15. It's called Firethorn. Traditionally, it has been the second easiest hole on the course, behind only number 13. But it was lengthened in 2022 with an extra 20 yards added on, making that potential carry over the pond with a second shot that much tougher. So this incredible round continues. Our young golfer now really starting to flirt with Masters history.
Really trying to get
The
it
scorecard
up
reads
on that hill, and it
8
just
under
wants
par.
to go
And
a
remember,
little left.
9 under is the all-time record. So Frank, this is now very much in reach.
Amazing, just 1 more birdie, and that would tie Nick Price, Greg Norman for the lowest ever round shot at Augusta National. We're that close.
I like that. Right, so we're gonna go high spin. We want to go. No. No, we're gonna have to stick with the 3 iron, and it's gonna be basically impossible to stop it here. Yeah, it's gonna be. How about a high draw? Curling in from the side? Maybe? Maybe something like that? Let's try that. Hope it gets over the water. Yeah, it's definitely over the water. And it's also over the green. And maybe rolling into the other water. Now we're good.
This is such a tough green to land a ball softly
not
on,
ideal.
And that continues over the back here at hole number 15. From the fairway note,
very difficult to stop it there.
Lots of options from behind the green. Better choose correctly because this ball will race away from you.
Wow, it really just wants to roll away, eh? Even with all that spin.
Now this for another birdie.
Not exactly an easy one. Oh, just a little bit too weak. Stabbed right in the heart.
Okay, a solid par here at the 15th. And he's going to hold on to that 3-shot lead.
I should have really gone further left.
Par 3 16th here at
there's
Augusta
more
National.
green.
And
I don't know if I would have been able to stop it
most
on the green.
indelible moments in the history of the sport happen right here at this short par 3.
We're definitely gonna do a bit of a draw here. Ooh, real close.
All right, you take those all day long. On the green, chance for birdie coming up. This is an 11-foot putt.
Oh, yes.
The pace, absolutely perfect there. Down the slope, it's in for a birdie. And he's got it to minus 18. This par 4 17th at 440 yards, one of the most famous in the sport. This is where in 1986, Jack Nicklaus, at the age of 46, made the birdie putt. Vern Lundquist on the call. So now, Frank, it is on to hole number 17, and I think the networks might be cutting in to show these final 2 holes. This has just been unbelievable to watch. And now a course record very much in play. Just 2 pars on 17 and 18 would get it done.
Spin. We're into the wind, which is good. We'll land a little short and about there somewhere. And it might be a little bit too soft. Yeah, that's okay. Not as close as I would have liked, but not bad. Just a little too soft as well.
Pretty good read there. Definitely good speed, and that just skips a foot or so by. No problems there. That's a par here at 17. And he's going to stay
left.
2 clear of the field.
Ooh,
Well, the difficulty here at the finishing hole, this famous 465-yard par 4 18th, is that you are coming out of a narrow chute off the tee, and it is steeply up the hill. Good drive, though, puts you in position to maybe make a birdie. Okay, so it comes down to this. The golfer we've been watching at 9 under for the round. A par here at 18 would mean a 3-way tie with Nick Price and Greg Norman for the low round ever. But I imagine that par is not what is on this young golfer's mind. So now, up the hill, his second at 18.
Okay, lots of spin. Landing it. Thereabouts. I want to get it past that, if possible. Well, that's coming in way too hot. But we're in the middle of the green, that's fine. Oh, it's gonna actually roll down. It's gonna roll way down.
It's a good shot. That does leave that little uphill putt, so that one will be slow.
Chance now for another birdie.
Come on. Yes.
Yeah, that's a good putt there. It's a birdie at 18. So far, so good for our featured golfer.
Right?
Going to be going to bed
62,
tonight
isn't
with
that the record?
36-hole lead here.
Oh,
trying
Sink
to
also
win
did it.
that first major.
Half of the tournament in the books. That's always a compelling stage, Rich. You know, half the field's nearly out of it, but our featured player very much in it.
So, for Frank Nobilo, Nota Begay III, and Iona Stephen, I'm Rich Lerner. We'll see you next time on EA Sports PGA Tour Golf.
Okay. Well, we're still in it, folks. All right, guys. Thank you very much for joining me. We will see you in round 3 of the Masters. Take care.